the supernatural.
Are you a believer?
I suppose I don't know what I believe in.
You're not alone, are you? There's something there with you, isn't there? What is it?
I like the idea of approaching a story about the supernatural from a scientific point of view. I like the idea of the character of Copeland, of someone who you had very contradictory feelings about the character as you read the story, and that you weren't sure whether he was he a charlatan, was he just using this girl for his own purposes? Did he have really a serious intent in finding a cure for her at all? Or was it just some experiment that he was going to keep extending indefinitely, and he was going to sort of play with her like a kind of a lab rat? And there was much more of that kind of element in the script, which is that it really put you in the position of you weren't sure how you felt about these people from going along with the experiment, because there's a point in the script where he says to Sam's character, I'm sure this seems sadistic to you, but it is part of a sort of greater plan, a greater purpose, and we will cure her in the end. But there was that question in people's mind as you were watching what he was doing, it was sadistic, and it did seem as though you weren't sure whether that was all he was trying to do, or was he really trying to get an effect. And there was a sort of period of the story in the first part where you confuse the audience in that way on purpose.
What is it that drives his passion in the field of research? What's driving him?
Well, he has modest ambitions. He just wants to disprove the existence of God, basically. If he can disprove that the supernatural is inspired by any divine agency, and that the supernatural is inspired purely from human agency, then he can start to dismantle the whole concept of there being a God in the first place, which is that whole idea where there's conflicts between science and religion, and that the scientific method constantly comes up against religious dogma and religious thought, if you like, and that there's a sort of there's a frustration within the scientific world that their rational approach can be undermined at a moment's notice by a religious practice and superstition. So but his goal basically is to disprove the existence of God, and I suppose he's in that sense a classic megalomaniac or egotist. He's playing God himself, yeah. David Q, one of my first patients, was a perfectly normal 12-year-old boy. One day that all changed.
Who are you drawing, David?
Mina.
Tell me again, for the camera.
Mr. Gregor. The man that makes things happen.